Alrighty, greetings, pals. Thursday, May 14th, 2026. We're watching Canadiens at Sabres. They're playing in Buffalo. It's a good time. I'm a sleepy sheepy today. We're just literally gonna watch the... Sorry, we're just gonna do a bunch of these quests and continue grinding this achievement. And that's about it. I'm also trying to like passively increase my standing with the Mar Empire. Desperado. I'm watching the hockey, and I'm also listening to Dungeon Crawler Carl. That's super fun. Nope, we can't do this one. Give me a different one. They're at 2-4. Montreal's down 1. But I'm not watching. Anyhow.
Left drive active.
Oh, hello. Oh. I wish I could just like nap on stream. Not gonna over focus on it. I think I just need more like protein and more fiber. TBH. I feel the lack of protein when it comes. Circle that. Jeez. Going down quickly. And like nap. I'm just sleep really well tonight.
Left drive active.
Ship time. Ship time. Ship time. this also one of the like main factions? Reasonable to do stuff against. So sleepy. Looks like your stream is going well, sir. How are you today? Oopsies. Go back. Go back. You feel better? How goes? I can't make you hydrate. I don't have enough boobs. Nice, nice, nice. It is going well. You are feeling well. I've been hydrating. I think I accidentally ate too much sugar today, though. Stabby, stabby in the joints. I'm sorry, buddy. I hope you feel less stabby, stabby soon. No, it's orange. Oh, maybe it's just the color, like the way that it's. See if I can, yeah, it's orange in color technically. There, see. Orange coffee. It's carrots and apples and bananas. It's like generally what's in my smoothies. But also there's usually like a kale or like a spinach or something like that in there. Not right now. I need to go harvest some and then freeze it. I'm missing it. I haven't had enough protein. That's what it is. It's just crazy how quickly my existence disintegrates if I like step off of my like food schedule that I have myself on. And then especially because I'll like feel better because I'll like be eating all the things I should be eating, and then I'm like, I feel great. I could just eat whatever I want now, and then I'll eat whatever I want and I just instantly regret it. I'm like, alright. JK. Same with exercise. If I like don't exercise, not that I exercise like often, but I should exercise more than I do, but I feel it like almost immediately if I don't at least try to do a little bit. Problematic. So sensitive. How is your week going so far? Spaghetti-o, someone's about to explode. I was wondering what happened.
Web drive active.
This book. Craziest disc exchange at the beginning of this game.
Curved goat-like horns.
Level 93. That's crazy. Greetings, pals.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Mute. Schneep, schnoop.
Warp drive active.
Could definitely take a nap right now. When did Yolanda die? I see.
Warp drive active.
Good evening. How are you today, Rob Superior? How is your Thursday going? as per usual. Indubitably. Got a knit. Got a knit. Knit myself a pillow. Listening to this book. So good. I don't understand these targeting rules. Okay. Sure, why not? What is happening? Wait, what? How come it wasn't shooting before? Let's go fix that wall real quick. Come back to this. National Rebirth Facility.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Reverse. Cause I'm in too deep. Oh, it doesn't repair, it just hardens it. I see. I'm sure we can figure it out.
Warp drive active.
It's like slowly but surely. That's okay. Focus. Focus.
Warp drive active.
$1,033,000. Of course it did. keep it cool. It's totally fine. Aw, thanks, friends. Hi, Ulf. How are you today? I also appreciate my art. It's not my art. Only some of it. Actually, none of the art on that wall I made. But thank you. We're gonna go fix our shield real big. I do not hunt animals. I am not an animal hunter. But I do occasionally shoot that bow. Train with it. It's a good time. I would cry if I tried to hunt an animal. Let's be real. Good. I'm sleepy today. But other than that, pretty good. It was a good day today. How was your week so far? How's both of y'all weeks so far? Yeah. Welcome to the chat, Euro Shopper. Slowly but surely. I think I just need like a really good night's sleep. Like extra sleep. I think I used my brain a lot today. That's probably what it is. Maybe too much. Oh, probably physical form. I'm like a baby shooter, so I've only really started like more or less recently within the past few years, so I'm not by any means like a professional. Because I don't get a lot of like practice, I guess. It's definitely like a physical aspect that I need to work on. But I used to like shoot guns at some point. My aim was relatively alright for, again, like an amateur shooter. Do you shoot bows? Lots of gaming and work from home? That sounds awesome. I hope you stretch today off. Yeah. I don't know. I don't really, just cause like I'm still trying to get over that where like it seems like I struggle to like aim directly at like the center, especially if it's not like marked. So I'm combating that with just like practice. Like just keep doing it and eventually it'll click in the, I'm assuming that's like a subconscious thing. So I'm not really trying to consciously combat it with anything other than just like literally just sheer practice. thanks for the, I don't know if it's bits or cheers, but thank you for the 100 of them. I appreciate it. But yeah, basically just try again until it works. Certain things I think you can't really just like think your way out of. How about you? If it's something you do. Cheers, that's what they are. How exciting. I still haven't figured those out. Eventually, I want to add like emotes or whatever to it. I mean, I'd still classify myself as a beginner, so I'm by no means like advanced like archer or whatever. But I don't know. You tell me. I can't answer that one for sure. Like, I guess, I don't know, I would say again, it's like a practice thing, but I couldn't be really accurate in giving any kind of good advice in that one. Nice. Yeah, I'm trying to work on my standing with the Mara Empire right now. I've like switched to doing missions with like a different empire. Target accuracy. I'm still trying to think about like what do I misunderstand about target accuracy. But like there's definitely something in my brain about just like there's something about like when you something about like relying on I don't remember. There's something about like you like look at your target and like a lot of times it's like where you're looking at is where it goes, and so it's like, you know, when you like do all your breathing situation and then like last minute you kind of either like lose focus or like like whatever, like over focus on it, then it can go like a different direction. I'm not explaining that well enough, but something like that comes to mind, I think. Yeah, that was the wrong button. But again, I'm a beginner myself. I have no idea what I'm yapping about. Yeah, but I definitely appreciate it. I really like it. Greetings, Moradip. How are you today? Yeah, it's fun though. It's like, I think it helps me with like breathing. Like obviously hand-eye coordination, but just like it's like a useful whatever to like train that, where you just kind of practice the practicing. There's certain things you just get through only practice, so it's nice. It's something fun to work on, and you can like track your yeah. Well, so like for me, there's definitely a bunch of like different things to adjust. So, excuse me, I'm getting used to like the form. But then you like tweak your form ever so slightly, right? Or just like, because I'm pretty sure it's like there's like the form, but then for every archer, there's like, because like bodies are different or whatever. Like there's like, you'll have like the form that's like is gonna work best for you, and you just need to find that, or like the way that you shoot works best, but it like results in like more accurate results. So doing that, and then just like adjusting it and like learning myself and like learning how I shoot. But again, it's like that comes with also the same like repetition of doing the thing, because right now it's like I have this thing where like it'll always go lower and to the right. I think that's where it goes usually. So I have to like, and like I've tried to like physically just manually adjust and be like, all right, well I'm gonna shoot higher and to the left, but that's not really like how that works. It's definitely something in my form, or when I'm shooting or something like that, or again that thing where like if there's no crosshairs, then like my brain will just aim for like the closest circle around it rather than aiming for like the non-existent X in the middle. And so that's like a brain thing that eventually trains out, where like the more you shoot, the more your brain like gets used to like shooting it. Yeah, I'll write those down. Thanks, friend. But it's fun. It's super fun. I haven't found many like I'm sure it's some sort of like whatever you were saying, like the pressure or whatever. So it's like not the only, but like the only one that I've found entertaining so far. Way to like train that, because or that pressure of like performance. Sorry, there's a really pretty sunset outside. Oh, it's so pretty. I'm also gonna take a photo of that. Of just like pressure of like making shots and stuff, so it's a cool way to train it more easily, I guess. I'm sure it carries over to like shooting other like target related activities. So it's been super fun. I appreciate the bow. And like I'm sure it can be used for all sorts of things. I do have hunting tips, but I haven't used them for anything. I just kind of stare at them and think about using them. Not like on an animal or anything, but I'm like, this will be fun to shoot at a tree. But like I won't do that. Ruin the hunting tips. Maybe one day, maybe I'll just like use one of them for tree activities. I don't know. But it's really pretty. I've always wanted a bow when I was younger. I messed this up. Someone's going on a walk. Could you just... Yes. Velociraptor indeed. Bow, bow, bow. Such a sleepy sheepy. I wish there was like more ranges around where I'm at, or just in general, or I wish that you could just like bring it into a park and do things there. But alas, I've lost like also many arrows. I used to wonder when I would like read some of those like stories where it's like, and then they shot an arrow and like blah 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 blah. And I was like, how could one even lose an arrow? But now I'm like, they just disappear into the beyond. Like that's a realistic experience. No, I don't know. Come on. Hockey's like pool, but on the ice. What is this? Show it. Okay. Alright. Don't focus too much on it. Yeah. Honestly. One I shot into like, I think it's actually paved over now. I think there's like something built on top of it, but one just like disappeared into the, they all disappeared into the beyond, just like, and then they were gone. I was like, alright. I guess so. Huh, I could. Is that today? Was not planning on it, but I probably could. Or perhaps I could play catch up tomorrow. Very exciting though. Excited for all the people that are there. No. Shh, shh, shh. Don't get excited. Nobody get excited. Not a single person. Not a single person. No one's excited. There's no excitement here. Nope. Mm-mm. I don't even know what excitement is. I'm just making a string of knots. I like to keep my hands busy. Just helps me focus. So, yeah. It turns into just like a, either like a thing of belly beads or just like a bracelet, bracelet type thing. Yeah, it's a good time. But mostly just keeps my hands busy. I used to like either crochet or knit, but that's significantly larger. The needle was just to get one of the knots undone because it was too many of them. And also I didn't like that last knot. 15, 25. Yeah, it's a good time. I've made so many of them at this point. So many. I'll put them up on like a Etsy type place eventually, but I have not done that yet. What? Oh, because I have to like literally heal it. Alright.
Docking permission requested.
Literally heal it. Boop. Do any of you guys have fun plans for the weekend? I do not. I am going to work and study. It'll be a good time. Oh, this is too much hair. This is the opposite that I wanted. Less hair. Right. Repair shop. Yeah. I want to learn more knots. Perhaps the next one I will find a new knot to do. That would be fun.
Warp drive active.
We could Google that.
Warp drive active.
That's a lot of different knots. I don't know. It's gotta be a fun knot, you know? My best MMA fighter recently. I like Hamza a lot. I like Sean too. I like them both. they're both, I wouldn't say, they're both up there. But if we go for not like mainstream, Melzikiel Costa I really like too. I think, is he fighting this weekend? He might be fighting this weekend. I like Valter Walker too. Yeah, he is fighting this weekend. He's doing a main bout, or main event. Max Holloway? Yeah, for sure. I do like Max. Hope Aspinall's doing okay. He is announced to be the fighter of the Paragon fight situation. Looking forward to that. Topuria is cool. Yeah, for sure. It's exciting to see them. It's exciting to see, the sport continue in this new wave. Very fun. Excited to see how it continues. Isn't Volkanovski a champion now? Again? That's cool too. Drone silo. Approach the drone silo. Yeah, Riha. Do 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 do. Do do do. I also like the BJJ series. Actually, I should figure out when that's happening. Next UFC BJJ. Let's see. Next one is BJJ 8. May 21st. I'm gonna have to watch that. Mikey Musumeci is fighting. That's exciting, actually. Let us see how that goes. I mean, like, you know, he's a great fighter, but... And I think that once you can't handle the media and the public, it tends to have an effect on your game. Also, personally, like, and again, this is just my own personal opinion, the whole, like, faith thing that he's doing now is very interesting. I always question when people get, like, overly into faith as a response to something questionable they did. Like, it's great that you're taking accountability, but, like, I don't know if he is taking accountability, actually. I don't really follow him. But it just... I don't know. It would be nice to see him, like, stabilize his mental health. But again, this is a MMA fighter with CTE. Like, there's only a certain amount of expectation I really can't have. Anyways, that's just my opinion. He's a, you know, congratulations on his career. Yeah, I guess. I'm indifferent. I personally, I'm indifferent, like, especially as a woman. I'm like, I'm indifferent to it. Like, if you're a dude, it's probably maybe cooler if you, like, identify and look up to him, but, like, in no way, shape, or form do I, like, look up to Conor McGregor. I'm also generally, like, a Dagestani fighter supporter. So if I had to choose between Khabib and Conor McGregor, I'm definitely in the Khabib camp. So he's not as impressive as like fans of McGregor would probably be. Yeah. But I also, like, I think I kind of miss the McGregor era. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I recognize his, like, impact on the sport. And I recognize his, like, skill as a fighter as well, too. He's definitely, like, a good fighter. But I don't, like, idolize him in any way, shape, or form. Personally. But that doesn't mean that, like, other people don't, and that I don't respect the people that individually that do or whatever for, like, other reasons. Or that it's, like, not okay to or whatever. That's just literally my opinion. My own personal opinion. Ain't nothing wrong with supporting different fighters. And it's always good when people, you know, do positive things for UFC. Derek Lewis. I really like Derek Lewis. Derek Lewis is one of my favorite fighters. Hands down. Because he's both, like, technically skilled. I also just really love heavyweights. I fucking love watching heavyweights fight. And also he's hilarious. He's fantastic. Everything that comes out of that man's mouth is just gold. You're like, this guy. I would love for him to fight on every card. He probably wouldn't like that. Kevin Holland, I really like. I actually really like, I like the concept of Sean O'Malley. It would be cool if his technical performances were better. Imavov I like. I'm sure there's more. O'Malley? Yeah, but that's kind of the point. Yeah, he's hilarious. I think I appreciate him because I think that that's what I mean, is like, it would be nice to see another fighter of his variety come in and perform a little technically better, because I appreciate the demographic of fighters that he represents. Like, I'm excited to see. Yeah, but not all UFC fighters are champions, right? So, like, I appreciate that he's making space for, like, essentially Gen Z fighters that are also gamers coming into the field, because that's a really, like, for me, an exciting, like, concept, because I think there's something to be, like, observed from, because, like, people that play video games competitively, especially, like, high targeting video games, it would be cool to see more of those people that are capable of competing at, like, competitive levels in martial arts to come in, because they do have high target recognition, and the combination of that with, like, technical fighting skills would be really cool. He performs it in some capacities and sometimes, like, really, really well. But obviously, and, like, was he champ? I think so. think so, right? You know, so he's definitely showcased it on several occasions, especially on his way up. So it's doable, which is cool. Maybe with significant training, he can get to that level. I haven't yet decided if I have faith in that or not. But it would be cool if he did, and if he can't, then it would be cool to see another fighter in there that can do that. But also, just like visually, there are other fighters that visually like have the same vibe as him, but not exactly. Like, he represents like a very specific American demographic, which I think is cool to see a representation of that in the UFC, because it's hard to get there, right? Like, it is hard to get up to that level in UFC. Yeah, I agree. But I also agree that, like, it is a business, right? Like, you know, we can make that statement for a lot of different people. Yeah. Well, in his weight category, like, who's in his weight category? Oh, let's go look. Allen versus Costa. I can't wait. I'm so excited to see Milsik going up. He's great. In his category, it is Volkanovski. Kind of like that. Masario Loeb, Diego Lopez, Leon Murphy are at the top right now. Have they fought Aljo versus Sean? Yes, they did. Okay, well. Defeats Aljo August 19th, 2023. I have to remember. I do remember this fight, don't I? I do remember this fight. Have they fought him against Sean Silva? No. That would be cool. Well, he was definitely humbled by, like, Marab, right? Where's Marab? Oh my god, did they take him out? Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Hold on, I did not know this. Break? Question mark? I didn't know. Obviously he broke his nose, and like it was in a bad way. But I didn't know he like has officially stepped away for like however long. Because he didn't want to step away because it was going to take a year to heal his nose, but like, friend, like, your nose is not attached to your face. Like, you have to deal with that. Oh, poor baby. But he was definitely humbled by him, like, what, twice now, so. I guess I would like to see him against Masari Evloev. Did they fight him against Diego Lopez? Sean versus Diego Lopez. They did. They did? They have not. That would be cool. Those two would be very fun. Yeah. Anyways. Marab and Marlon. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like Marab would take that easy. Marab's a pretty serious competitor. Like, he is beef. Have they? Oh. Wait, is that how... Is that what happened with... Is that how Volkanovski got the belt? Was it interim champion? Oh my god, I can't remember. Yeah, they fought him UFC 266 in 2021, and Merab won that one. No, never mind. I'm wrong. That's a different Marlon. JK, don't listen to me. Merab versus Gaethje, that would be fun. That would be fun. Hi, Joe Lost. How are you today? How did you feel about... Who were you cheering for in the Sean versus Hamza fight? That fight was weird. I want a rematch, like, immediately. Maybe not immediately, give them a minute to recover. Maybe it was like a breathing thing for Hamza, but like, that experience was strange through and through. I was like, none of this makes sense. Why is he not wrestling anymore? Right? Yeah. So weird. I mean, it's always fun to see Sean as a champ, and like, hopefully, because now Pereira's not in that weight category, so that's exciting. Because like, I was like, we'll just put him up against Pereira, and then we'll just like have a rewind. People are saying Duplessis. I'm down to see him against Tommaso. Have they fought? Sean Morrison. It was a light heavyweight? What? Since when? Yeah, I kind of vaguely remember this. The 5-round decision. Versus Kaio, that would be cool too. Anthony Hernandez. I would like to see another Izzy fight. Or Whitaker, that would be fun too. Have they done Whitaker? Why? It does not advance. Sean has dismissed the matchup, stating it does not advance his goals. Well, I mean, now he has the title. Yeah, I think they're gonna fight him against Kaio, to be honest. That seems like a fun matchup. I think Sean will win that. Yeah. Yeah, I can see that happening. That's It's fun. I'm excited for the White House card. That's fun. All the politics aside, I think that one would be entertaining just to see, but it's also quite the accomplishment for them to be doing that in such a whatever event space. I walked into Jack Astor's at some point and they were like, we don't watch that because this is a family friendly space. I'm like, motherfucker, you watch hockey though, right? Like, this is also a family friendly, like, fighting is a family friendly sport. Like, what? Karate's a family-friendly sport, is it not? Like, BJJ's a family-friendly sport, is it not? Do we not want... Boxing is... slightly silly goose juice, but still technically a sport. I mean, it's literally a sport, but... could be family-friendly. Just blur out all the... I don't know, maybe not boxing. Boxing is a little too serious. Isn't, like, WWE family-friendly? Like... yeah. Boxing just... I think personally boxing stresses me out, because I'm like, that's too many hits to the head. Too many. Mix it up with something else. Which is why I like MMA, because there's, like, the opportunity to just take it to grappling. Not that being thrown on your back and potentially getting whiplash is any better, but, you know, or potentially getting CT from the mat. But at least the frequency of the CT is slightly better. I don't know. Do BJJ. So not that popping your joints out is any better, but whatever. It's a good time. But I definitely think it should be in the family-friendly category. If, like, hockey is, then so should UFC. Or, like, football, right? That's just my opinion, though, again. Hydrate. Thank you, friend. I appreciate the cheers. And thank you for appreciating the wig. I appreciate your questions. Let's see if I have enough coins to hydrate on your account. I don't think I do. Nope. Nope. Let's put this here, though. Maybe it'll collect. Ever so gently. How's your stream going, old school? Any fun activities? Nice. Gotta come in onto your stream more often. Get them circles. Hydration is key. We're just talking about UFC. Favorite topics. I love it. It's lovely. Such a fun sport. Such good boys. I hope Jiri makes a comeback too. Wait a second. Wait a second. Maybe. Okay, I see. I was like, is he gone? What is happening? Yeah, I don't think he's gonna come back to the UFC, but he is currently hanging out in Karate Combat. which is very exciting to see. For a minute there, he was in GFL. That was also interesting. So I think he's gonna actually make some like impact on kind of the leagues that are pushing the boundaries of like athletic commission regulations in terms of like how we're, because people like Shara, for example, with like vision differences or just like in general like body difference competitions, I personally think we need an expansion of those rules as to like how we fight different people with different body differences. And I think that it's really nice to see Tony in that category of like nice, good job on those giveaways. You keep spearheading all that jazz. Are you entertained? Are you having fun with the giveaways and such? He was so vile, always in there's mention. I know. Yeah, it would be nice to see Chuck Liddell. Yeah. So it's really cool to see him in that arena and in that sphere. It's exciting to see him. I'm sure he'll fight at some point, but regardless, it's just very fun to see him in that area. And I do watch some of his stories too. It's really fun to see him like training and all of his like different activities. I also really like GSP. He makes me happy. Reha. Montreal is at 6-3. That's really spicy. But we're not gonna get excited. We're not gonna get excited at all. No excitement here. Not even a little bit. Not even stoked. I have no idea what's going on. No, it's not. No, I'm not thinking about it. I'm so worried that if I look at it, they'll... Oh, hockey. I'm a Flyers fan, but they're out of the game at this point. They're my sweet babies. They had a really good first series win. And I'm very proud of them for getting into the playoffs in the first place. They came off of like a 3.8% chance. It's magical. It's a magical season. It truly was. So much fun. watch any other sports. I'm like starting to get into basketball. I think I'll be more into it next season. I'll start from the beginning. Actually, I didn't target that much. Yes, I did.
Web drive active.
I see. Mm-mm. It's crazy to see Michael Cera getting older. What is that? Makes me feel old. Existence is so weird. So small. Cloud. Really want a pizza sub.
Warp drive active.
I did. I was okay with it. I'm pretty new to the game, so I'm still figuring out what I like. But I think that I'm just doing the event track right now. But I think that I like actually the like missions, and I think I'd like to
Docking request accepted.
get a good rating with like all the different factions, and then run, excuse me, level 4 missions. I think that's gonna be my interest, and also potentially going to like the different systems and traveling around and seeing stuff. At some point I'd like to do a little bit of PvP, but probably only like a drop in and drop out kind of thing. And maybe also industry. I'd be down with the industry. Yeah, I did like wormholes, but because I still don't quite understand like like I understand it, but it just seems like there's a lot of like training that you have to do, like training skills. It seems like the exploration track requires you to do a bunch of different training if you want to do like a bunch of different wormholes, or if you want to participate in the different like wormhole things that you can gather, like the clouds or whatever. Oh my god, I keep doing this. I keep leaving before I do the thing that I need to do. Brilliant. No, we're not looking at it. We can't look at it. There's no looking at it. Not real. Doesn't
Docking
exist.
permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Not real. Doesn't exist. Yeah, for sure. Maybe as time goes on, like, I'll learn. It's just like, it's a lot of reading. And again, like, so I'm a World of Warcraft player. I've been a WoW player for like years, many years. And so I keep comparing it to that game, but like realistically, I have spent a lot of time reading in that game already. I just like don't notice it now because it happened so long ago. So I'm just like, I didn't read anything to learn this game, but that's like totally not true. I read a lot to learn that game, and I still do a lot of reading. But for some reason with the new game, I'm like, it's too much reading. So I just need to like get past that hurdle. And the way I'm getting past that hurdle now, because at first I was like really like gung-ho into like reading all the new things, but now I'm just like taking it easy and like putting a lot less pressure on myself to like learn everything quickly and just be like, it'll come as it come. Like we're committed to this experience for the next like several years at least, so like I'm sure in the next several years like I'll learn. I'm just not trying to like learn everything right away. But I still have like quite a bit of unallocated points. And I'm past my 5 million mark, but I was thinking of just getting, like I have Omega right now, but just getting Omega if I have, like at some point I will sit down and like make a plan for like what I want to do. And I'm getting a little bit, because I was waiting to see, like, what is it that I even like doing. And now I'm understanding that you, like, train based on, like, what you want to do. So, so we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. I don't know. Industry is another thing that I think is cool.
Warp drive active.
I sure do. But I don't have midnight right now. Just because it takes me a while to, like, it's like an old man with a slipper on the porch thing. I'm getting the expansion soon. But I do have a current, like, subscription, and I'm doing it, and I'm like getting back into PvP with WoW. So, because I want to do arenas. Yeah. So we'll see. I just need to know, like, I think I just needed to, like, figure myself out and, like, know what kind of Eve player I am before
Warp drive active.
doing all that. The skins thing, that's also cool. But it's like everything requires like points and stuff. But people are saying you should just do, like, different characters, and each character does, like, a different thing. So we shall see. 'Tis still early days. I'll be saying that until I, like, reach a year of in-game time, so yeah, it's a good time. It's a good time. I like it. Yeah, it's definitely, it's a fun game. I appreciate it. I say, like, several times that it's like it holds my attention, which is great. Because before it was just WoW that, like, would hold my attention to that capacity. And, like, not gonna lie, I still, like, love World of Warcraft. Like, I love it. I have, like, a bond with it. Just a spirit bond with that game. But I do like this game too. Which is good. Look how spiky that is. So many spike. It's like, does it have a blinker on the tip of its shirt? It does. It sure does. Nice. Yeah. What's your favorite thing to do in the game? Or your favorite thing about wormholes? If you'd like to share.
Warp drive active.
I don't. Did they get his stick back? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Yeah, it is fun being in space. I so NASA is trying to find ways to like utilize their data, and they actually have like a full virtual representation of like the mapped universe that they have. And I think it would be lovely. I was like part of a hackathon, and that was like our pitch to gamify that data, because I'm like, why don't you make a video game out of it? Do you know how much fun students would have if you allowed them to literally explore it like this? I don't know why they don't do it. It's like, like I get that they don't have money, but I'm like, how much could it possibly freaking cost? Like, how much? Get a game developer, attached to things. It's because it's like API data, right? So, but I mean, again, it's easier said than done, but still, I feel like it's like $1 billion venture for them. What is this? You could sell it to literally every single school. Crazy work. Whatever. What did they do? Gently. Or actually, I'm not watching. I don't know anything. Yeah, it would be fun. It would be cool. There's like all sorts of different, like, you know, space data. I mean, space data for sure, but even like Google Earth, like, why have they still not released like a video game that explores that, right? Like, there's so many different like VR spaces that could have been turned into video games. Or like could be turned into video games.
Docking permission requested. Docking
It would be
request
nice.
accepted.
It would be nice. Kids going to school, but going to school in a virtual world. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure they're going in that direction, especially post-COVID. Like, there was a lot of like hybrid options developed, but then they took them all away after COVID. I was like, again, what are these decisions? I totally, like, my university went into hybrid mode, and I fully thought they were going to offer hybrid options going forward, because I was like, you could sell double the seats. Like, is this not financially beneficial to you? Or are you not? Because it's like, if you guys are motivated by money, like, is this not? And they didn't do it. They totally like shut it down. I'm like, this is stupid. But there's a lot of like Microsoft Workspace is like a VR like venture that they're going into. I think they're still developing it. Meta Horizon is like a virtual representation of all of our like Facebook data. So they're definitely all heading in that direction, and like a lot of these like companies have already established like a virtual space that's like a workspace or like a school space and stuff, but for some reason I don't see it being like actively pushed. So perhaps they just don't, perhaps it's not completely like fully built out yet. But then like all the kids are on Roblox, like they're already in virtual spaces, so who knows? I don't know though, I'm not entirely sure why it's not being really utilized yet. But I'm sure within the next, like, 10 years for sure that'll be more. Because there's a big, like, push for gamification of data in general. But I don't know why there's not usages for, like, education yet. Seems sus. He looks like a crab. He was like, oh no. Oh, it's so cute. That was adorable. When was this? 319.
Warp drive active.
Time will tell. I agree. I agree. I'm so excited to see what happens within these next 10 years in like the, well, like in the world, but like in the tech world especially, or in the like VR world. Very exciting times we live in. Certainly gets your heart rate up.
Warp drive active.
Empty net. Hate it when like fans leave before the end of the game. It's just as rude as like leaving a lecture before this professor is done lecturing. Like, okay, your team's losing. Like, why are you leaving though? Like, if you're a big enough fan to like purchase a fucking hockey ticket, you're not gonna respect your own team? That's crazy. Come on now. Or at least like respect the athletes that are there. Whatever, that's just my opinion. Just yeah, but still. Imagine leaving like a UFC match before it ends just because your fighter lost. That's crazy. Like, where does the point in it? It's like they're playing ping pong. Adorable. Yeah, be brave enough to accept defeat. Exactly. Gotta know how to lose. And if you can't lose, it does look weak. But also, like, I don't understand fans that, like, their love for their team, like, wanes with whether the team is winning or losing. Because I'm like, are you really a fan, though? Like, do you actually like that team? But also, like, whatever amount of fan you are is good. It's good that, however much you support is good. Whenever, like, whatever. But, like, again, I'm a Flyers fan, and like I don't care if they're winning or losing. Like genuinely, I mean, like I like it when they're winning, but genuinely do not care if they're winning or losing. I will be cheering for them. Like it could be just losing to the max, and I'll still be like, yeah, boys, you guys are doing great. I love you so much. And which is how we got from like 3.8% to now. You know, it's like the fans like really believed in them in that last like from the Olympic break all the way to the playoffs. They were just like, yeah, no, we're just gonna keep going. And they did it. Like it makes such a huge difference when you like support your team. Alrighty, well, Montreal wins 6-3. I'm pretty happy about that. They are now leading the series 3-2. So next game is in Montreal. We'll see how it goes. I'm very happy about it. Thank you. I know, exciting times. Game 6. Nationals won to the Reds, lost to the Reds 1-15 today. That was, I opened it, I was like, oh, that's so bad. But they won yesterday. Are they fighting? Are they fighting? Are they playing a new team today? No. They won the first one, they won the second one. And then they just like absolutely lost today. Like what a questionable loss too. I don't know what happened there. It's like very weird because the first two they won like 10-4, 8-7, and then today it was just 1-15 they lost. Like what is that? What happened? Perhaps we should rewatch that game. Anyhow, what were we talking about? NHL. Saturday? Saturday. We shall see. We shall see. Oops. Boop. 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 No, this one. Why are you shooting that one? Stepped out of the room. Rehaul. How are you today, Sinful? I'm so excited. Or no, I'm not excited. I'm not watching. I don't care. I'm not thinking about it. Nothing's happening. Don't look at it directly. So superstitious in the NHL like playoffs. It's been unhinged. Oh goodness gracious. I'm kind of I'm not happy that the Flyers are out, but oh my goodness, like the emotions that were coming out of me. Insanity. Absolute insanity.
Boop.
Fantastic. Congratulations, Montreal. Congratulations, Canadians. Very exciting. Y'all are representing our entire country now. Keep going. Please, keep going. We appreciate you deeply. Reminds me of that meme that's like, when I touch a sponge, these things, not the Canadians. Canada. Yes, they're lovely. And that man lives in the crap. Lovely. Very, very lovely. Bow, bow, bow. Oh, so illegal, it's bad. It sure is legal here. You can do whatever you want. Well, not whatever you want, definitely not. But you can bring, I'm pretty sure, like an entire pound of that. YouTube, this is for educational purposes. Like domestically on a plane without any explanation. You can just send it. Send it with yourself, not on its own. Although I'm pretty sure you could send it on its own. Yeah. Well, don't tell the internet that, but yeah. Yeah, it's a crazy time. It's hilarious. I remember a time before that, interestingly, but there was actually a time where we had like gray zone time, and there was like one day of celebration of that day. And it was like, it was illegal everywhere except for like the square, because they were having like a celebratory event. And so it was like illegal off of the square, but it was legal on the square, and the square had this like perimeter of officers. Hilarious. And then like on the time there was like this big like puff and cloud of smoke that went up. It was just hilarious. It was a good time. They wouldn't like arrest you if you were like inside outside, but they were there for safety mostly, because this is Toronto. Like safety is our number one priority, not any other jazz. Generally, like the cops are pretty symbiotic with the humans, the rest of the humans. But it was just a funny day. I have a photo from that day somewhere. They had a performance with many cheerleaders, and it was beautiful.
Nice. That's good.
That's cool. Yeah, I've heard UK cops are interesting. And they wear those interesting hats, don't they?
Docking request accepted.
That's nice. I haven't been. Actually, I went to UCL, but virtually. During COVID. So I didn't get to go in person. But I do want to go one day. My stepdaddy's from the UK. Seems like a wonderful place. I've always wanted to do the UK. It's I'm a big fan of like Doctor Who.
Nice.
Yeah. Stop doing the thing. That's good. That's how cops should be, you know? Just like looking out for your safety mostly. It's adorable. And I like their vests. Is it the cops that wear those like yellow vests? Do they all get to wear them? It's adorable. Or like when it's a profession that's like also like respected and like taken pride in and like also respects the people that act. It's a good symbiotic relationship. Serves and protects. Growing up in Toronto, I thought that was like all of the cops' slogans, but I'm pretty sure it's not. Is it? Let's go look it up. Okay, not just Toronto Police. The phrase originated in the LAPD in the early 1960s. Yeah, so it's not just Toronto. But that is our slogan now. That's cool. Yeah. They're fun. They're good boys. They recently are having like, in response to the American situations, they're having this like campaign basically where they're like sending cops out to like mingle with the public in like all different types of gear. So they're like they send out, and they do this like every so often, they're sending out all sorts of different types of officers. So like I saw like a convoy of them coming in near like Yorkdale and stuff, and then they came in and it was like they had like a bunch of different cop cars, which is always fun to see. You're like, oh, look at the different trains of them. But then they had like the riot cops come out, and first of all they had the most hilarious shoes. It was like full riot gear except for the shoes that kind of looked like elf shoes. I posted a story of it and like so many people commented on. They were like, what are those? Like, what is happening? But it's basically to just like normalize them and be like, take a look at them, look at all their fun gadgets, like have a conversation with them, like blah blah blah. But they were just like parading around the subway, and there was people like taking photos of them. There was like 2 of them were like getting their photo shoot taken and stuff. I was like, this is adorable. Like they're funny. They're very good boys generally. You can feed them cookies. I don't know if they'll eat the cookies, but you can try. That's funny. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, Toronto is more, well, first of all, we have like, I guess in some capacity, more of like a like an indigenous relationship to the plant. So there's many like claims for that as well too. And we have like a good relation, well, we work on our relations. But the other thing also is that like oh my goodness, what was I gonna say? Oh, Canada is like like, it's pretty freaking isolated as a country, right? Like, it's just us and the polar bears and, like, the American border. So we don't have much of an effect on any other country. I mean, I guess the UK too, but, like, UK's, like, attached to Yule, Scotland, Ireland. But I guess you guys are, like, on an island otherwise. But I guess, like, the cross-touching with the Europe is different, so maybe it's, like, the influence on the rest of Europe that could have that issue. That's, like, the only other thing that comes to mind. Whereas for us, it's just, yeehaw, do whatever we want. But there was also, like, no reason to, like, have it illegal over here, too, in the first place. Like, it was used in medical uses for so long as well, too. Like, either medical or, like, other, like, spiritual and or community and or whatever uses. So, like, and also, like, for the northern regions, like, how are you really gonna enforce that? There's, like, 40,000 people that live up there. Like, how, like, are you really, like, is that really the biggest problem? Like, really? Like, really? Like, really? Yeah. So they kind of, and in the city, because we don't have that many major cities. Like, we have major cities, but we only really have, like, 3 locations that are, like, really big cities. In those cities, it was causing more issues. And, like, one of the big reasons that it was legalized in Toronto, for example, and, like, they legalized it and street dealers disappeared off the streets, like, so fast. They still exist, but now you're allowed to, like, grow it at home. You're not allowed to sell it. Well, yeah. But now they're giving licenses to, like, for small grow ops so that you could locally sell. So they're really loosening up all the things for, like, people that actually want to, like, sell and, like, are gonna, you know, do it. Because the people that are still selling are, like, usually, like, the like, medicinal people. So they're offering a path for those people to do it legally, which is great. Hey, old school. Yeah, so it was causing it being illegal was actually in cities specific, because again, in the rural spaces, like, are you really gonna fucking go after these people? Like, are you really, is that really the biggest issue? It's not. Like, you're just creating crime for crime's sake. It's stupid. But in the cities, it was creating more issues because of the, like, organized crime that was around the actual plant rather than whatever. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, so shit like that, like, it's like when it's illegal, it just creates more issues. Like, because there's shit that, like, you know, it's like if you spray it and then, you know, there's, like, shit that could be the chemicals that's in that, and, like, that could cause even more damage because that causes, like, a burden on the healthcare industry. Like, it just creates so many problems that, like, it's easier to just make it legal and, like, put guardrails around that legalization than, like, try to hunt down all the illegal shit. And, like, I shit you not, it changed, like, it just changed the entire, like, fabric of, like, that whole entire thing. Street dealers disappeared so fast, like, so fast, like, within months it was different. So it was crazy to see. That being said, the like, gray zone period was, like, probably, I think it was, like, several years long. I think it was, like, 3 years long that we had, like, a gray zone period. So, like, there was a lot of, like, prep for the legalization. But yeah, and then we had, like, a whole epidemic of, like, so many freaking dispensaries. Oh my god, so many dispensaries. There was, like, 5 dispensaries on every corner at some point. But now it's kind of stabilized because, like, the ones that stayed in business, the rest of them kind of went out of business naturally. And then all of the weed does go through through the government as well too. So it's all regulated by the government and, like checked by them, basically. So it, like, has to, like, measure up to certain standards for safety purposes, which is, I think, great. Kind of like the liquor board also works like that. But they're loosening up on both of those things too, where, like, now you're allowed to sell alcohol from whatever, but it's still regulated by the by the government to make sure that it meets health and safety standards. I don't know how the, like, local grow ops are now gonna work. I'm sure they still have to, in some capacity, measure up to safety standards, but I imagine the same way that like microbreweries do, as long as you have like a license and whatever, you're like free to do whatever you want. Yeah, it's nice. I appreciate the Canadian government. They don't always get it right, but they do try their best for the people. It's a good time. Canada's a good time. Alright, let's see. I do want to come to the UK someday, though. UK also sounds like a good time. Alright, we didn't get anywhere. This seems so much slower. I mean, the other one, it was because I was like, do like the 20 at a time or whatever. Different. I think I'm gonna log out around 10:30 today, so 20 more minutes, and then I'm gonna head out. Cause again, as the title suggests, I am in fact a sleepy sheepy today. So I'm gonna nap, but then I'll be back probably tomorrow, and definitely Saturday. On Saturday, we will. Oh my god, what am I doing? On Saturday, we are watching UFC. We are back at it. Actually, that's what I. No, I did not. It literally says Ellen versus Costa, but with an exclamation point. But I thought the exclamation point was an L, so that makes sense. Next week, though, is the Canadian Grand Prix, which is very exciting. But it feels early, because I thought that it happens in July usually, so who knows. But that's exciting, so we'll see if we can find a way to watch that. But tomorrow we'll watch baseball, maybe. Or somebody suggested that we do the Eve is like having their fan fest thing right now. So perhaps I will do that. I don't know yet. Yeah, it's exciting. It's a good time. And I mean, like, we're still going through all sorts of different, like, ups and downs with it, because, like, I think we're getting better at it. Like, same thing happened with vapes and stuff like that, where, like, we need to find ways to make sure that we're only marketing these products to adults. And also not promoting, like, over-usage of them. Because we got, like, there was a point where, like, everybody was smoking cartridges. And that was just, like, insane. Insanity. But I think we're getting better at that in general now. Again, with the loosening up of, like, who can sell and how it can be sold. So I think that it's just, like, the legislation sometimes takes time to, like, balance out, because the marketing on it and all this other stuff. But now they've, like, really, like, clamped down on marketing, so you really can't be, like, marketing it in, like, a flashy way. Yeah, that shit's not, like, why are you promoting it with cartoons, like, seriously? So, but they've really changed it. Yeah, but, like, in Canada, so I used to be, like, a cigarette smoker. I've since quit, but they used to have, like, all the different packaging and whatever, and, like, in the last few years that I quit, they made all the packaging this, like, not fun brown. Like, the color was specifically picked out because it was so unappealing. and it was just standard brown for all the packages, and it just says like the name of the cigarette. And then there's like a big old warning on it that's like, and I'm pretty sure not even like the scary looking warnings with all the gross on it, but maybe I don't remember at this point. Maybe it's just like the standard brown, the gross warning, and like the name. So they didn't even allow any kind of like differences in packaging or whatever, which was crazy. Nice, fun, yeah. I tried to grow like a seed. It died. I'm not a seed grower of any sort. So I was like, this is not my forte. But it's cool. It's cool. I have many people, not many. I have some people that grow. You are like a plant whisperer. Yeah. And then same thing happened with vapes when vapes came out, and it was like made cool and stuff, and like a bunch of it. But then like we went through this phase where like it was like a bunch of like young people started smoking like Juuls and the other one, and that quickly turned into an issue because it was like a bunch of kids that weren't even smoking, because it was like first introduced as like a way for smokers to get off of cigarettes. And then a bunch of like literally like, I don't know if it was probably like high school age people too, but like post-secondary school, they started smoking them, and like high nicotine content as well too. So it actually created the opposite problem where like it got more people addicted to nicotine rather than less. But then they fixed that really quick, like more or less quickly too, and like have now restricted how they market it. But there's still a bit of an issue around that. But I feel like they're working on it still. It's not advertised the same. I don't know if it's maybe because I'm just like not a smoker that I'm like, I think there's less people smoking now, but I don't see as many smokers on the street. Like, yeah, for sure, I definitely don't see as many smokers on the street, or like around in general. Like it's been a while since I've seen somebody smoking a cigarette, but I also don't really leave my house. Like, so, you know, might just be that. %, yeah. So they used to have them going from like 0 to maybe 20. I don't really know. The highest I smoked was like, actually like probably 18. Yes, cause I was gonna say 15, but maybe 18 actually I've smoked. And they had all of them, and I still don't quite understand. Like, I guess they. Anyway, so they made it illegal to have any gradient other than, like, I think other than 15, so now it's like they all just come at one percentage. There is no gradient percentage, which I don't quite understand, but I think maybe they were, like, buying the 0 nicotine ones or something. I'm not entirely sure. And like still smoking it, I'm like, I don't, you know, or like maybe buying the lower nicotine ones, like the people that didn't smoke were buying those. So I'm not entirely sure what that was. But regardless, they made that illegal like pretty fast. And so now it's just the one type. I guess maybe then it's just like only marketable to smokers, and then smokers will like smoke less. But there was a point, I mean, I obviously quit, so like maybe it worked, I guess, or maybe it didn't, who knows. I mean, you know, but for a while, for like a short amount of time, I was like smoking like both cigarettes banned the vape, and that was bad. Like, that was, and I wasn't just smoking the vape, I was like smoking it like indoors, right? And so it, like, I was smoking significantly more, and that was just like, that was so bad. Like, the amount of like nicotine I was consuming was just insane. Like, it upped the amount of like nicotine I was smoking, which was crazy. I'm really glad that I quit. Like, I'm really glad that that's no longer a thing in my life. My lungs feel so much better. And it's crazy, like, also, because like I quit, I don't even know, like, several years now. Probably like 4 years now. That's wild. And it feels like I'd never like smoked before, right? Like, it feels like I can't imagine smoking a cigarette now, or a vape. I can still imagine a vape just because it's like, it's different. But I can't imagine smoking a cigarette now. I think about it sometimes where I'm like in the, you know, it's like if you're writing or whatever, and or if you're doing something like extra, you know, you're like, this would be great. You're like, but just the whole like ritualistic process of it, or like the whole experience, like, it's just so and I was like I smoked for 10 years, so it's just like, it's just crazy that it was like, so, because before, like, I would go through like a pack a day basically, and so for it not to be part of my life and so far behind and like so disconnected from my current experience is just like, it's just really wild. It's such, smoking cigarettes is such a wild experience. Yeah, for sure it's weird that the like weed to alcohol thing, I've never understood that at all. I think it's also because it's like more natural, but then like if you open that debate, there's like all sorts of other like inhibition things that also could technically fall within that category. So, and then Vancouver, because Vancouver has like a very, like, all cities have like a drug problem, but Vancouver has like a very large drug problem. We're having an opioid crisis here. I don't know if in the UK you guys are having that experience. So they're testing different ways to solve that situation. And so in Vancouver they tried to just like legalize flat out everything, and that didn't go well at all, unfortunately. So they're trying new ways. So it works for some things, it doesn't so much work for others. They're now trying to push like mushrooms in general, but like psilocybin as the concept to like is like next on the legalization block. And we're still in the process of seeing how that's affecting our population, but that seems to be in the gray zone now as well too. Yeah, it's interesting. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. Cigarettes are disgusting. And also they were a part of my life for a while. Like, how do I say this without endorsing it in any way, shape, or form? I don't think anybody should smoke cigarettes. They are, however, very I don't know, they were part of a dramatic period of my life. But I don't encourage anybody to participate in that experience because it's very easy to get addicted. Like, nicotine is like a very addictive substance, and it's not even like addictive in like a like, it's an interesting addiction because you're not even like, it doesn't do anything to your like perception. It definitely is like it feels like it's relieving stress, but it's mostly because you're addicted to that experience, and also it like forces you to like breathe slower, so it forces you to like box breathe essentially. So like if you do the box breathing, it has the same effect as those first few like pulls, but then it's just like, it's bad news bears. But it's that dependency that it forms, and then that's just really hard to like get out of. And then on top of it, you're kind of like it's a very easy substance to be like, oh, just one more, and then that concept of just one more lasts for like decades. You're like, you know, and then you get lung issues. Thank you for the stretch, sir. It's a good idea. Yeah. I'm probably gonna get off in about 15 minutes. I will probably write out to you. Old school. How long are you still gonna be on for a while? The missions are going good. I am, oh jeez. I am, I guess, excited to be grinding this experience. That's a cool, whatever that is. What is it? Tell me what it is. What is it? Particle accelerator. Yeah, it's a good time. Tis a good time. Oh, LOL. Sorry, buddy. Yes, read that, man. I'm sleepy sheepy, as the stream suggests. So I won't go take a nap. But thank you for thinking of me. I appreciate you. Don't fly away from them, fly towards them. Pew pew. What is Dead Minds Podcast? Let us take a look-see. Ooh. We're talking about you, sir. Oh, he seems sweet. We should both raid him. Packed. Go back. How was your stream, old school? Did you have fun? Oh my goodness. The sheepy sure is sleepy. Whee! Regenerate yourself, shield. Regenerate.
Warp drive active.
Hurry. Dust cloud. It's like a slingshot.
Warp drive active.
Meh. Meh, 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 meh. Meh, 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 meh. Darn it. Shit, was I supposed to check? Is he in a ship somewhere? Oh. Darn it.
Warp drive active.
Bye. Dog, come on. Move.
A module has run out of charges. Warp drive active.
This one, this is what I'm looking for. onwards.
Drive active.
Alright, pals. We shall continue tomorrow. Thanks for joining, friends. I appreciate you all very much. I hope you
Permission requested.
enjoyed hanging out with me. Have a
Docking
good night,
request
Nolan.
accepted.
Yes, I shall see y'all tomorrow. Very likely. Have a good sleep. I hope you all, I hope you all hydrate and are kind to each other and yourselves. And yeah, I shall see y'all tomorrow. It'll be a good time. I'm gonna watch baseball. It's gonna be a good time. Dead Mines? Yeah. I'm down with that. I want to see his podcast too. Oops. He seems like a fun guy. Copy. Alright, let's do it. Yes. Alright, enjoy, pals. Lots of love. Have a good evening. And adios. Congratulations, Canadiens, on the win. And thanks for all the chats. I really appreciate you guys. Reha. Aw, he seems lovely. Let's do it. Alright, friends and loved ones, thank you so much for joining. I hope you have a good evening. Congratulations, Canadiens, on your win. All the best luck on Saturday. I'm not watching, I promise. I'm not even looking. So that's really exciting. Happy Thursday to all. And yes, be kind to yourselves and others. And drink water. Always drink that water. It's good for you. I got this really cute little piece of stained glass today, and I'm really excited that it's orange. That's what I keep looking at. And it's really pretty because as the sun comes through it, or as it gets darker, it like changes colors. It's really cool. I like stained glass. Sorry, random piece of information. Other than that, we've got nothing else. Lots of love. Adios. Sleep well. Me. Sleep well. You sleep well. Everyone. Whatever time it is, etc. Okay. Adios.